ladies and gentlemen, this is SMB, a South Park review. We're live right here on YouTube. Anything and everything will happen.
Woo, Ronda. Woo.
And I am not alone. Ladies and gentlemen, first off, this man likes to bring the pain in the digital marketing game. He's the guy who solicits your picks to get those clicks. He's a writer. He's a producer. He's a director. He's an on-screen talent. Ladies and gentlemen, Dane. Birthday boy Beckett!
Yes, thank you very much. I am a St. Patrick's Day baby, and today I am the young, ripe little age of 17. No, I'm 31. But Derby City Wrestling has an upcoming show March 25th at the Louisville Public Library. Yes, the downtown Louisville Public Library. Bought and sold by the Louisville Public Library system. They are graciously paying for 2 full free shows back to back. March 25th. Doors open at 5. Free shit for the kids. Readings by wrestlers. Can you imagine your favorite AEW and ROH stars reading Cat in the Hat to you? Can you imagine that? I can. Only in my sweetest dreams. Derby City Wrestling, March 25th. Doors open at 5. Shows start at 7.
Are you leaving now? I mean, are we doing the outros now? We're doing that. We're starting with outros.
Oh, I apologize. I forgot we do all of the pitching and coin begging at the end of the show. My apologies, Matt.
No, you're
Ad
fine.
read really early.
You're fine. I just, you got it out of the way. You wanted to make sure. You never know what's going to happen with this podcast.
It was building in me, Matt. I was about to pop.
For technical difficulties, you never know. I mean, we could just go down. So I applaud your ingenuity, just making sure you get your good name out there. So I appreciate that as well.
Thanks, sexy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this man is a doctor of thugonomics, punkonomics, polyphonics, and scooponomics, even though he just dropped off the line. This man is I'm sorry, I gotta compose myself here.
You've done it for 3 months straight without correction, and the second he's here, Matthew.
Hold on. I had it planned. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is the reigning, defending 2022 Red Rock South Park Day 1 Trivia Champion. He is a trivia God. Yeah. Joe Vernola making his way back to the pot.
It's him.
You put LA Knight on there.
Yeah, he did.
You have no idea how happy that makes me.
Yay! Welcome back, Joe.
Welcome back, Joe.
You are sorely missed by friends and fans alike.
Look, there was people whining. They were sending me messages. They were like,
"Give me what I want. Give me what I want."
They wanted Vernola, so we're giving him what. And I was like, listen. I was like, look.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
So I made sure we got Vernola right here on the show tonight.
You got the full whack
If
pack,
you're
man.
not Caucasian, then leave. Mark Henry.
Please never associate
Yes, Vince McMahon ended racism that day.
Vernola, and of course, it's, you didn't, when you should, your first word should have been,
I'm home.
but you didn't say that, so that's fine. I'm glad you're back.
What was that?
That was
it The Rock?
That was Monet from last week. When she came back to AEW, so she's back.
Oh, yeah, that was a ball of excitement.
I know, but we're not here to talk wrestling. We're here to talk South Park, and we're also not alone. Again, we have another guest here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't get confused, okay? This is not, an alternate timeline, okay? We do have another Joe here with us today on the line. We are
Multiverse Joe.
We are affectionately calling him Multiverse Joe. I like that. That's great. We're also, I would say Canada Joe. He's here. Canada Joe, welcome to the show. How are you doing? How's it up there?
Oh my God, it's ugly about.
How's it up there? Hold on. How's it up there? North I'm the
Sorry, I had
booter.
to take a thing off my face. I was sweating.
The music wasn't loading in time. Sorry.
Joe Warren has been dutifully wearing his Canadian mask the entire time.
Yeah.
And we appreciate him for it. Joe, how's all that free healthcare?
It's amazing.
Yeah, fuck you. Go away. Oh, you won't let me in? What are you hiding back there?
All right, Joe Vernola, Joe Morin, Dane Becker, Matt Schaefer. We're all here. Darren Robinson directing in the background. You can't hear him, but we love you, Darren. Thanks for being here. Scoop, I don't know what happened. He fell off the line. Hopefully his internet connection is doing okay. But we are going to talk about you're getting old. Guys, we're getting old. That is today's episode. It is the theme, the center around season 15. And it is the 216th overall episode of South Park as it first aired on June 8th, 2011. It is the 7th episode of season 15. I would have to say we're all getting old. All of us. You're on this chat block. Even you, Dane. Today's your birthday. You're getting old. So you're 1 year closer to death.
Wow, I'm going to go ahead and put on Alvin and the Chipmunks now. Thanks,
Life
Matt.
sucks, and then you die. I think that's to quote a wrestler.
You know, my dad used to say that. He was an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this episode. Just now, for the record, if you watched this last week on our Twitch and you're going, why are we watching? Why is the same episode? Why are Joe's now here?
It's just that good, right?
This is the lost episode. We lost the last episode. This is the new episode. So if you were privy to that on my Twitch, which Dane pointed out, put it on his Twitch. Matt gets all the followers. We're doing it on the South Park YouTube. We're doing the same episode again, and we brought back.
That's going to start making Hassan money.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
I put marked not for kids. We should be fine. Synopsis: just after Stan's 10th birthday, his worldview starts to change, and so do his friendships. Things are getting spicy in South Park, Colorado. Now, at his 10th birthday party, one of the presents is the latest CD from a tween wave band called Gersploosh. Sharon forbids Stan from listening to it and takes it away from him. Later on, though, Randy and Sharon begin arguing over that CD. Randy makes the argument that they've now become the old people. And Sharon's like, no, it's just bad music.
Back in my day.
And then Randy tries to sit down and listen to the CD, which to us, the viewer at home, it sounds like farting over drum beats, as well as like electronic music.
Are you talking about Bruno Mars?
I'm not talking about I should have bought you flowers, though.
Mars Slam.
Should have bought you candy. He claims to enjoy the CD, but other parents of the boys forbid them from listening to Twin Wave. Twin Wave is sick. Parents just don't understand.
Super sweet.
Yeah, parents are dumb.
Parents are dumb.
Parents are stupid.
We're going to listen to Twin Wave forever. Okay. To the boys, though, it just sounds like Twin Wave music, as Randy tries to pretend it does as well. And the first night after the birthday party, Stan secretly listens to the confiscated music, but then he's going to start to discover that, unfortunately for him, it's going to sound like shit. I think that's enough to kind of start things off here, get a little sexy on SMB, South Park Review. Maybe Dane will take his top off. Who knows? Continue on watching right here on YouTube. Joe?
Generally speaking, without provocation.
Joe, it's been a while since you have been with us, so tell us. I think let the viewer know, let the listener know why I'm loading up these clips. How are you doing, sir?
Both of them just talking at once over one another.
Okay, when I say Joe on this podcast now, we have to affectionately know that Vernola has to be Joe. So we're going to call you Canada for the rest of the show, Warren. Sorry. It's
Canada Joe, how are you?
As is tradition. Sorry.
I'm doing all right.
I'm not your guy, buddy.
Vernola, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. There's still like crap going on with the throat and everything, but at this point it's just gonna be what it's gonna be, and I figured I should just probably come back on this train, and there's so many of us here.
There is a good plethora.
We're stacked today.
It's almost like it's But it's still just intimate enough to not trigger my social anxiety.
Okay.
Maybe it's small enough, intimate enough. I'm trying to be funny here. My bad, man.
Yeah,
Let's roll.
Joe's the one that like goes out in front of crowds of like hundreds of people, and he's talking about anxiety.
All right. Well,
that's a character I play on television.
Actually, very fair.
Well, let's rock and roll. This is let's start the episode here. We'll play a little 30 seconds at a time each time we're on YouTube. So like, gotta be careful. So of course it starts off with
Kyle without a hat, by the way.
Yep, seeing Kyle without a hat. You're also seeing Kenny without his parka there. Here, I'll go back a second if you look.
That was incredible. That is Kenny, isn't it?
Yeah, right here on the left-hand side, right-hand side. You see where his hat is, orange hat, blue, orange hat, all the way in the corner. That's Kenny, right there with his parka off. So we see Kenny there, we see Cartman, we see Clyde, we see Kyle, we see Jimmy, Tolkien, Tweak, Kevin Stoley, and Butters. And Timmy. All right, try that again. All right, here's a better picture. See, we see people there. We see Butters' mom, Mrs. Stotch. And of course,
we see Canada represented on the cake.
Yeah, well, sorry. Did you say you see Canada represented or you don't?
Yeah, Terrence and Phillip are on the cake.
Oh. Yeah, he's right. He's right. Okay. Comedy geniuses of our time, guys.
You're right. There they are. So Canada is represented. There you go, Joe. We represented you in the episode there, too. It's perfect. That's why you're here, because of the two placements of the Canadians. Yeah, so Cartman is excited because he wants to open presents, too. And every time he goes to a birthday party, when everybody else gets a present, he has to get a present, too.
Open mine first, Dan. It's the red one. Where's mine? Where's mine?
Yeah.
You go, sweetie.
We all knew a kid like this. Come on.
Yeah, there's always one kid.
Everyone knew a kid like this.
Yes.
There's always that one kid. Now, we kind of talked about this on the last episode, but Joe, did you know anybody growing up, Vernola, as far as when you were a kid growing up? Anybody, a kid like this who showed up at a party and he had to get presents to?
Yeah, it was me.
No, I just wasn't invited to a lot of parties.
Okay, fair enough.
God damn it, Joe.
Damn it.
I wasn't trying to.
Joe.
Canada, how about
I didn't mean it like that. God damn it.
Canada, how about you? North of the border, do you got people like this up there, huh?
Absolutely. I don't know why I said it that way. I was Canadian at all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Why did I talk Canadian
Because he
and
saw
you went
how
American?
pissed
That
Dane
was...
was.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm confused.
Absolutely
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
Bob. We're going to have more rain coming up this weekend. All right, well,
He saw how pissed Dane was at me, and he's like, all right, at least I got a story.
Hey, no piss here.
What's
Just,
no more? Canada went just simple. Absolutely, just one word. He's not even gonna get. It was. I knew people. Absolutely.
That's all right. Joe, I once cried at a Chuck E. Cheese birthday, so it's okay. I was sobbing so hard they had to take me home.
Oh, shit.
So
I was 21.
All right, in Canada, we don't have Chuck E. Cheese. So.
That's not why they took you home from that party, Dane.
I was, yeah. Why won't this thing give me more beer? Sir, you're at the ball pit.
You're at the ball pit. All right. Well,
Joe Morin, is it actually true that Canadians can fly during the moonlight?
Yes.
Damn it. And free healthcare. Go ahead, Matt.
Very true.
No, you're fine. It's all good. I was just texting Scoop to make sure that he's okay. Yeah, so back to the episode. Here's Lego.
Thanks,
for the Butters.
And like a shitty one. That's like Lego Cities.
Oh, dude, I got a racing game for
So
Xbox.
let's recap here. Stan just got Legos from Butters, and then Cartman immediately goes, "Hey guys, and he got an Xbox 360 game."
Is it?
He got a way better present too. That's what sucked.
What the fuck? Like,
piece of shit.
Is this still during when Leanne was still a crack whore and like swimming in money? Or...
Yeah, she went right from that to realtor's license, honestly.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, she went right from that to realtor's license. That's a good point.
Because this gets expensive because like if the Xbox 360 is the baseline and then when you get to like whatever And then you get to whatever Randy and Sharon bought stand. Like, there's always that pyramid of gifts.
I like to think that when Scott Tenorman's dad died by being shot by a redneck protecting his sheep and cattle, I like to think that she got a little bit of his life insurance just in the background. And then also had sex with copious amounts of men for money.
Fair.
Yeah, very much so.
Joe Martin from Canada. Is it true in Canada that you can literally pay women and men on the street as a free transaction and it's completely legal?
It's not free.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's still costs money.
Dude. Still paying for tail even up north. See, I told you Canada didn't have everything.
Up there, we still gotta pay.
Dang.
Yeah, but is it legal?
Yeah. Yes, sure.
God bless Canada. Are we talking like Nevada legal or?
We know it exists, but we keep it at arm's distance away. We pretend like it doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. So Las Vegas legal.
There you go.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
My backyard legal. Hey, Joe Moore from Canada. Is it true that they don't call it Hooters in Canada? They call it a Booters?
You got me on that one. No one else laughed at me.
Do they?
Just that.
You guys.
Do they call people from Winnipeg Winnipeggers?
I'm not from Winnipeg.
No, they just call me that on Saturday.
Oh.
I've never even been to Winnipeg.
After Stan got that present, then immediately after Cartman opens another one, he gets a Ben 10 present.
This rocket! This is exactly what I wanted.
Oh, the Rule 34 edition. Yeah.
All right. And then following that, Stan now.
What'd you get, Stan?
He gets a Gersploosh album.
Oh, cool. Is this a new Gersploosh album? Yeah, dude.
Hold it. Is that
And
a tween
as we
wave
mentioned,
band?
tween wave bands are apparently
Here
a
comes her
no-no.
mom. Sharon is such
Sorry,
an
Stan, you know
iron
you're
claw
not
in
allowed
this
to listen to
episode.
stuff.
Like, no
Mom,
reason to
I'm
take a
10 years old
man's
now.
music, a kid's music.
Mom, I'm 10 years old now. But you know what? I feel for Stan in this situation because when I was 11 in the 6th grade, my dad did not want to let me listen to the Marshall Mathers LP because he just didn't like me listening to music with foul language. But my mom secretly bought it for me, so it was pretty cute. So I had the reverse effect, whereas my dad.
Mom hooked you up with Eminem. That's badass.
I think really what it was is she
so
wanted the
badass.
album. Yeah, she wanted the album for herself, and then she was like, "I took it." So,
There you go.
Yeah. Man, when he says mom spaghetti, Matt's mom was like, yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh no, that would have
Sploosh, Eminem, same thing.
been. I mean, that would have been years later, but maybe yes, that would have been 8 Miles. So yeah, that would.
When I was 11. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you
Yeah.
off. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I was done. Actually, go ahead.
No, when I was 11, it was the self-titled Sublime album that I wasn't allowed to listen to.
Good album.
Sublime came out with an
Yes.
album called Self.
Yes.
Good album.
Girl.
I like that album. The self-titled Sublime album is good. I would say Jaw Don't Pay the Bills is probably all around a better album, but like it's the self-titled Sublime.
Oh,
album.
no doubt.
No.
But the self-titled is a good, like, kind of introduction, and then from there, I got further into the band.
Boggle.
Just to get you guys an update, apparently Scoop says my laptop is shit internet performance right now. My phone's Wi-Fi connection is 4 times faster, but Video Ninja's not letting me use my AirPods right now.
Wow.
So there's your update.
See, he's getting old. His laptop's shit.
Yeah, his laptop is shit, and his AirPods aren't working correctly, apparently.
He makes enough money. Sell some of them Superman toys and get yourself a new laptop, boy.
Well, all right. So
Shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't have done that. He's a boy, poor little filler. Moving forward, here's Randy now. Here's Randy. He's gonna have the argument with Sharon about. Stan says you took away his CD.
Out loud. I gave him a great party, and that's all he cares about.
Well, do you really think we should be telling our son what music he
Yes,
can
I
and
do.
can't listen to?
Yes, I do. If it's that stupid tween wave garbage.
Tween wave?
You haven't heard it? It's terrible. It's hardly even music. It just sounds like crap.
Sharon, come on. Don't you remember being younger and having our parents say the music we like sounded like crap?
This
ZZ
is
Top,
different.
give me all your loving.
So
Here
here we are. Randy. Now we're the old people, right?
Little fuddy duddy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now
you're
we're
just
the
a
old
little
people who think the
chicken.
younger generation's music sounds like shit.
It's not because I'm older. I'm telling you, our music was better.
Back in my day, our music was better. Not this garbage the youngins listen to.
This is an adorable
Wabble,
exchange.
wabble, wabble.
All right,
What a
so
cute
here's
little
Randy.
exchange between these two.
Randy's going to try to be cool, and he's going to try to give it a shot.
When you listen, you actually hear the fart noises. You actually see his headphones like pulsate. It's hilarious.
He's got nice headphones. I mean, he is going to be Lord.
So, of course, all he's hearing is shit, and now even Sharon points out shit, right?
Well,
No.
it sounds like crap, right?
No, I like it.
I like it.
It's a
Oh, come on. That
The
sounds
donkey is fantastic. It almost sounded like the fucking sucking on my titties, always calling me.
Wanting me, calling me all the time.
Yeah,
Hey, don't you dare.
yeah, that's the one.
Don't you dare, Joe. I've given out a lot of $1 bills to that song.
Same.
Joe knows what's up.
All right, so as we saw that recap, and I mentioned... Go ahead. Sorry.
No. You don't have to stop every time I laugh. I'm just laughing because Scoop came in and he's like vertical, but he's
I
also
know.
horizontal.
He's having a hard time finding out his
He looked like a
phone's gonna
video
have
of a
shit.
cryptid. That
His phone is sideways.
kind of like it.
Sitting
If
sideways.
Scoop comes in loud and clear just by doing this,
Just
I'll
stay
be
like
fine.
that, Scoop. If you stay like that, I can make it look funky on YouTube. Just stay like that, okay? Just stay like that. It'll look funky.
We're gonna turn the black bars in your vertical video and then put like I don't
We
know.
don't need to do that.
urine.
If you,
Stay
because
golden, stay golden.
how I have it set up now, Dane, is I got 4 boxes of all. So Scoop is just a tiny little box now in the middle. With the vertical.
Yay!
Sandwiched right in
Like,
there.
Yeah, he's the
like
first one.
Alice. Like Alice in the Brady Bunch opening, where she just like winds up in the center
Scoop is just
and
like looking
looks
around.
at everyone. Yeah,
Brady Bunch sucks.
it does.
My mom watched
It
it.
really fucking does.
It is objectively bad for
Oh, it sucks so bad. My mom and I watched it during Christmas. We would just get hammered on champagne and put on the Brady Bunch together. But
I
real
could see
buying
being
experience.
more entertaining being hammered. I could see that
Yeah.
increasing
Oh,
the
yeah.
entertainment value.
It's tolerable, but goddamn was it bad. Oh my god, that just sucked.
All right,
Well,
Scoop,
this
are
news
you
reporter,
there?
this is great.
Check, Scoop. Can we hear you?
Yeah. Check,
Oh,
check.
Scoop,
Hello.
We
This
can
is
hear
great.
you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't
Can
know
you
what's
hear
going on.
me?
We can hear
Welcome
you.
to the Johnny Depp disposition.
Ground control
Sound
to
very
me. Just
Do I
go.
sound
All
like
right.
shit? Do I sound good? We good to go?
We're
You
fine.
sound fine.
You sound
I'm
fine.
getting old. I'm actually getting old, so some things are sounding like shit.
Okay. Well,
This is true.
we're gonna show Scoop. Thanks for joining us. Now back in technical difficulties resolved. Let's get into the explanation of what tween wave is.
And your kids are probably listening to it. A new music genre for the era from 2009
Tweens,
through
guys.
2012, or the tweens.
Every generation has their music. They have their own
Tween
style, the
wave.
rock genre. But now in the 2009s to 2012s, which it's funny because I had a sister at this age, so she kind of went through this tween wave, and I made fun of her, even though this is a South Park thing, not a real thing. This is South Park, something they made up.
Parents say tween wave sounds like crap. It's just
But the
vulgar
interesting
and
what they're
stupid, you know?
parodying and the comedy here is how where our parents didn't like our music, and then as we get older, now we're listening to the younger generation music, and we're going, that sounds like shit.
It's like shit.
It is.
Hey, speak
like-
for yourself. Ice Spice kicks ass.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a lot of rap I'll listen to, and I'm like, this sounds like shit. I'm gonna go back to my.
Oh,
90s,
bro, there's so
2000s
much.
rap. You know what I mean? Like,
There's
same
so
thing with
much
reggae.
rap
Like,
that sounds
I'm not
like
trying to hate
shit
on reggae.
today.
I'm not trying to hate on reggae. It's a big reggae head, but there'll be a lot of times some new reggae bands come out. I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to listening to my reggae from the 80s and 90s. Just because I know it sounds good. So
Yeah, I'm getting nostalgic for Kendrick Lamar at this point, and he's like still alive and making albums because like you listen to hip hop that passes you by in a car, and it's like And I'm like, that does sound like shit.
It sounds like somebody shitting in my ears.
Yeah, that's somebody shitting in my ears. That must be Kersploosh.
Well, that's what the parents.
Little
Carl,
bit
you just don't understand.
Music used to be good.
This sounds like poo.
I certainly
Shut up,
don't
bitch.
understand kids' music today. Sounds like diarrhea to me.
All right, so taking a look here, we've got one.
Say they
We
don't
got a
care
kid
crap
all the way
at
to the
all.
left. Twin Wave
Yes, sir.
forever. I love Twin Wave. Downplay as he's pointing at his crotch. Twin Wave or die.
Downplay.
Hell yeah, hell
There,
yeah.
right?
Sploosh, and then Tween Wave.
Yeah, don't say that last one because I have no idea what that shirt's supposed to be.
I don't know. Take
Take
Tween
Me As I
Wave.
Am?
You better avoid
Take
it.
Me As I Am, which I think is like a parody of As I Lie Dane. As I Lie Dane. Yes, As I Lie Dying. But As I Lie Dane. Too. Happy birthday.
That's my favorite band. You have to leave Uber share if you do that.
As I Lie Daning tonight. All right. Get it.
It's my birthday. Hey, what the fuck is down?
Birthday sex.
Yeah, what is down?
Birthday
I
sex.
was gonna fucking do that, Joe. I love you.
Birthday sex.
Who wants to do anal to sublime?
Oh well, that's where I might draw.
Do 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 do. That's all I'm gonna do with that song. I was doing the beginning of "Caress Me Down."
Yeah, exactly.
The bass line, but I don't want to get like
Done.
strikes on YouTube.
Wait. I thought Caress
Bum,
Me
bum.
Down went. What was it? Oh, do 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 do. Right.
I think so. I think it did. I think it
One,
does
two. I don't know.
I think it does go that way. All right. Well, moving back into this episode. Here's what the kids say when it comes to Tween Wave.
Yeah, parents,
Bong.
they don't get it. They don't get it. Parents are stupid.
Parents are stupid.
Twin Wave is sweat.
That's
Twin Wave is
stupid.
super sweat.
So that guy third from the left looked like he's like a 30-year-old IT. Like what the fuck? Like, he does desktop support. Get the fuck out of here.
Just desktop support.
He does look like IT. Do you know that guy?
Right.
Have you seen that guy at work?
No, I have not seen that guy.
Scoop is like, that's the guy 2 cubicles down that always microwaves fish.
Oh, gross.
Gaggles.
Gaggles. All right, now here's the kids being told that they can't listen to Tween Wave. Of course, Randy is upset too.
There.
But that's our music. We like it.
Yeah, it's good.
What's good
Randy's
about
gonna
a
get
bunch
grounded.
of cramped sounds to a drum beat?
We don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't sound that way to us.
Randy.
It doesn't sound
All right,
like
we got to be
that to
careful
us.
here. I don't want to get hit for copyright. We are about to enter. We are about to enter, I think, some John Denver territory.
It doesn't sound enough like Police. We're good.
This is the Police. Now you compare this to Tween Pop and
Oh, it's
tell
the
us which
Police?
one you
Okay.
think is real
So
music.
there's that. Every minute.
Reminds me of Sting's last match.
And like they,
Now to them, to the kids, as you heard
and
that,
it feels like
sounded
they went
shit.
out of their way to pick the shittiest.
The shittiest, yes.
But yeah, they went out of their way to pick the shittiest of the 5 Police albums.
Pretty much.
Literally, the one that has like maybe one good single.
Yeah.
He's getting up in them red rats.
All right, here we go. Back into the nighttime episode here.
Stanley, I want you to understand that even though I won't let you listen to certain kinds of music, I still love you.
It's so
I know, Mom. I
stupid.
love you too.
Soon you'll
But of
have
course-
to make your own choices, but for now,
So stupid.
But of course, this was 2009, and Sharon doesn't realize the advent of the iPod. He laughs.
But the one
Actually.
fart, like, I don't think you can naturally make that sound.
Hold on.
It's the second one that happens.
I'm pretty sure this is not copyrighted. So.
That's
this
gotta
one
be
coming
like
up
an
is
average
like
Trey doing like this.
That's all Stan hears now. He's gonna start.
that last one there.
Start-
It's like I don't think a human can naturally fart that way. It's impossible.
No, that's you farting and starting to laugh at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a good album. Everyone can agree it's a good album.
Someone laughing big fart.
All right, let me go ahead and drag these farts into FL Studio.
So now that we're kind of caught up to where, as far as my introduction and as far as the intro to the this podcast is concerned, Stan, as you heard and saw there, he hears everything and sees music now that he liked as shit. So the very next day, he's going to confess this to Kyle, and afraid that something is wrong with him, Kyle's like, dude, maybe you should go see a doctor. So Stan goes to see Dr. Carroll, who initially tells him that his musical tastes are naturally changing as he grows up. During these tests, however, Stan begins to view everything he sees and hears as shit, leading the doctor to diagnose him with being a cynical asshole, which there's no known cure at this time. He's stuck.
No known cure. I'm sorry.
We need a fun, cynical asshole cures.
It plays in like different kinds of music. It's
That's right. Now we'll play some John
My
Denver.
favorite
That's when it comes up.
feel like a.
Bob Dylan is so good. It's so good.
It is.
So
Give it
that's
to
right.
us, man.
Oh, we're going to give it to you. And then following that, Kyle, Kane, and Cartman are going to basically stop hanging out with Stan because they think he's a major buzzkill. This will lead to a fight at the movies and where they all apparently end their friendship. So let's jump into that. We'll break that all down here. This is how Dane jams out at his house.
This is the part I was talking about. I got the bass line on it.
Yeah, this is literally
That's
me
Dane in the
at
shower.
work when I ride the elevator. People stand away from me very. Yeah,
Hey, Stan.
they take the next one.
Dude, have you really listened to
I
this?
thought
That is me in the
you said
shower.
that when
I
you were in
think
the
it's my new
shower.
favorite.
I
Yeah.
thought that was the shower. Yeah. So here's Stan confessing.
No, you're absolutely right.
It is the shower. I knew
Yeah,
it.
I've been
Okay.
listening to it. Kyle, can I
I knew it.
100%.
talk you alone for a second?
You don't dance and jam in the
Sure.
shower. What are you?
What's up?
Thank you.
Kyle, I have to admit something to you. You know how I
Boggle.
told you over the phone I like
Boggle.
the Nuger Sploosh album? I lied. I
Uh-oh.
don't like it. I don't like
Uh-oh.
it at all, Kyle. Oh, really? Well, that's okay. No,
Doesn't
no,
sound
you
the
don't
same.
understand, dude.
Doesn't
Something's
sound the
happened.
same at all.
Tweenwave
So
doesn't sound the
now
same to me.
Kyle says maybe you should go see a doctor. So Stan's like, all right, dude, I'll go see a doctor. So he explained to the doctor, look, everything that I enjoyed last week, like, music and stuff like that, it's all changing. And now it's starting to sound like shit. And doctor, as we mentioned, just says, hey, as you get older, things, do change. And he's right? As we've all gotten older, our tastes in music have changed, clothes, food, sexuality for Becker. No, I'm just kidding. Dane's always been gay. I'm totally fucking with you.
Yeah, that's right. I was born, and as soon as I could, I started having sex with men, and then I started really, really having sex with men. It was crazy.
I mean,
was the
basically,
change, Matt.
if you've seen the episode where Big Gay Al explains why he's gay, that's Dane's backstory. He came out and he was like, "Oh Jesus, put the temperature thing in my asshole." Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah. No, it all went back to the tetanus shots. It all went back to that. Vaccination day at school was my favorite.
This part I love just because then they start to shit on Kevin James's movie, the Zookeeper. They just like the comparison, and it's like, say, this is Kevin James, the Zookeeper, and this is a turd about to be reheated. Can you tell the difference?
Which one is the turd?
Shockingly, Scoop has fixed his fix his browser, so now I will have to fix the page when we get there. Thanks, Scoop. Anyway, let's get into this.
It gave me the boot, and it was like I had to relog in, and I relog in, and it was like,
All right, let's here's Stan explaining to the doctor.
Normal?
It's very normal. Let's just do a quick ear exam. I'm going to play some Tweenwave music, and you tell me what you hear.
Shit. The doctor.
Sounds
Yeah.
like shit.
Sounds like shit. All right, now we'll play a little bit of this again. I don't want to get hit.
All right.
I don't want to get hit for copyright.
No, you won't.
No, this isn't really Bob Dylan. Actually, no, that's like a Rolling Stone.
This
Never mind.
sounds like shit to you?
Yeah, but that That backing track might be copyrighted somewhere. That backing track could be copyrighted by somebody somewhere. So, I don't know. Just you
Did you
say
guys
that,
know
Joe,
that
but
Darren produced all of Bob Dylan's music?
Oh, I think I knew that.
You say that, Morin, but I get a copyright fucking thing on my for every week for the simplest things. So I have to fucking appeal a copyright thing every week. So it's fun.
That's because Matt plays the entirety of The Dark Knight after these.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what,
He
if you're
just
watching
keeps
live,
putting
get
The
ready.
Dark Knight after every video. I don't know why.
That's it. That's my favorite movie. I'm like, never mind. I'm gonna get myself in trouble by saying the next thing. Okay, let's go.
I might as well put this on the timeline.
That's very strange.
Is it though?
All right, now as you mentioned Canada, Joe, you
Very
mentioned Kevin
strange.
James and microwaving a piece of shit.
Look at these two pictures. One of them is an ad for Kevin James' new movie, The Zookeeper, and the other is a
Which
turd
one is
in a
different?
microwave. Which one is...
You tell me, guys, which one is different? You tell me. Which one is Kevin James and which one is a turd in a microwave? Guesses? Anybody?
The one on the right, the turd has a little bit more of a point to it.
Okay. All right.
Like it was pinched off a little bit better than the other one.
Vernola, what about
Yeah.
you?
Isn't that the poster for the Ridiculous Six?
I think the one on the right looks a little larger, which would be Kevin James.
Oh, wow, that's a great point. Becker, what about you?
I mean, yeah, I'd have to agree. It does very much resemble Kevin James, especially the new meme. I don't know. Maybe it's the Zookeeper and then like a Zookeeper 2. Maybe that's Ghostbusters 2016 on the right, actually. I don't know.
Okay, and Scoop, finally, which one is Kevin James and which one is a turd in a microwave? Left or right?
Oh, I thought right was Kevin James.
All right, well, let's find out. My vote is left. Most of you guys have all said the right. I said the left.
It's two bears high-fiving.
Ad for The Zookeeper.
They both look the same.
You don't see any difference in the picture.
No.
I was
That
right.
is an ad for The Zookeeper, and that is a turd
They
about
both
to
look
be
like turds
reheated.
about to be reheated. So
They
as
both look like
as
turds
you
about
saw
to
and
be
heard,
reheated.
my chair just I fell there.
Facts.
I went down to Dane Town.
That's got a video right there.
I'm trying to get into Dane's pants tonight. Happy birthday, Dane. I'm trying to suck those balls.
Hey. In these parts, they call that a Georgian Hummer.
A George. Here's the doctor.
Canadian Joe Morin, is it true that in Canada you have a 7,000-foot statue of Celine Dion?
It does exist. I have not personally seen it.
Okay.
But it does exist.
It does exist.
Okay.
Nice.
Here's Dr. Carol.
I hear it cries
Here's Dr.
saltwater
Carol.
tears.
Here's Dr. Carol telling Stan he's a cynical asshole.
Somehow the wires
You
have
tell
gotten
Matt's a good
crossed
actor 'cause he
and
just keeps
everything
going.
looks and sounds like shit to you. It's a condition called being a cynical asshole.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. And there's no known cure.
Yes.
Everything just
Yes.
seems shitty, and everyone starts to seem shitty, and everything they say just starts to.
And there we go. Now he's got
Oh my God.
coming out of his mouth. There's a giant dookie right there. We'll pause it. Pause
He's
here.
turned into Kevin James.
He's turned into Kevin James. Yes, he's got poop coming out of his mouth. It looks like he's literally
Right.
got poop
Very
in his mouth.
quickly.
Moving forward,
he must
here
be his
now,
producer.
Here's
Look, Randy, it's pathetic. You know damn well it sounds like crap to you, too.
No, it doesn't sound like crap to me.
Randy, don't you see what
Wow.
this is? You had dreams of being a rock star when you were younger. Now you can't admit the next generation's music sounds shitty. It's called getting older, Randy. It's okay.
That's not true. I think tween wave music is
Sharon.
complex and awesome, and it speaks to my youthful, rebellious spirit, Sharon.
Well, how rebellious is he? How rebellious is he? You might ask. Well, performing tonight, the grand debut of Steamy Ray Vaughan. So let me give you some context here to the listeners here as I go back here, and now I have to fix.
Don't you mean
Scoop
Stevie
screen.
Ray Vaughan?
Don't you mean Steamy Ray Vaughan? No, that's Steamy Ray Vaughan. He just shits his britches, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, meanwhile,
Steamy
Randy,
Ray
in order
Vaughan.
to hold on to his childhood dreams of becoming a rock star, starts performing tween wave music at the local bowling alley under the name Steamy Ray Vaughan, shitting his pants as part of the act. A pair of older farmers watch his performance and become dismayed at the damage Randy is doing to those britches. And this now has
like Vince now.
It has and that continues throughout the episode with the farmers upset about the fact that he is shitting his britches. Dane Becker will be with us in just a moment as he brings Kevin Owens back to him to the podcast. He'll be right back. That's
a stand-in.
Steamy Ray Vaughan here.
Hey, everybody. Want to thank you all for coming tonight. My name's Steamy Ray
smoke
Vaughan, and
cigarettes.
here's a little bit of rattlesnake.
Steamy
A
Ray
1, 2, 3,
Vaughan.
4.
I've got a what?
I got a fever. That's all I got.
I got a fever, but it's under control.
I got a fever, but it's under
I said I
control.
got a fever, need to take it kind of slow.
I got a fever, need to take it kind of slow.
I got a fever,
One
but
of
it's
the
under
farmers,
control.
apparently he works as a janitor too at the bowling
The
alley.
janitor's just like, what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on?
You suck. No, you just don't understand tween wave because you're old.
You just don't understand.
Because
You're
you're old.
Cows are back.
Cows are back, and here's the farmers talking about it now.
New South Park
You know
cows are
we're
not as
living
good
in
as
the
old South
tween
Park cats.
time.
Agreed.
I'd heard that.
Guess it's the period between 2009 and 2013. They call it the
You
tween.
shit your britches.
Mhm.
So they got this feller down at the bowling alley. He gets up on the stage and shits his britches.
What for?
I don't know.
I
But he
don't
gets
know.
up there, strums a guitar, and then starts loading his britches up like it's going out of style.
Like it's going out of style.
Oh,
Oh
goddamn.
boy.
We love
All right,
Bill Hader.
So following this, Randy now he brings on another
Holy
person
shit.
with him.
No.
He's gonna bring on another person with him. Steamy Nix is her name. But before we get there, I think we need to catch up here with Stan and the boys and see how their adventures are going now that Stan is considered a cynical asshole.
The doctor said. He said I have cynicism. What's that? Something you
Cynicism.
can get when you get older, but it's stupid. I'm not cynical. All the doctor wants is a paycheck. I went to him for help and he just stood there spouting a bunch of shit. Oh, well, come on. We're playing
Sounds like
LA
my
Noir.
dad. Good
That
God.
shitty game. Who plays
Now,
video
I
games
will
to listen to a
say,
bunch
in
of characters
defense
talk?
of LA Noir is a pretty good goddamn game.
Dog, so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so good.
Like the whole of LA, you can go up and down the police ladder. I thought that was so badass.
Yeah.
You become
And,
like
you know-
lieutenant. Like it's so good.
And I know I don't know if, Joe Morin and Scooby, if you guys have spent a lot of time as far as in the Los Angeles area. Dane, I know you have in Vernola as well, but they do a really good job of literally taking street by street, as far as historical accuracies of that from that time frame.
Yeah.
The hills are well rounded. Everything's good.
Yep.
That and True Crime Streets of LA, which goes even further back, but that
Bro,
had a
that
really
game.
good LA roadmap.
Very underrated game, by the way. That
I
was
never
good.
played that one.
Very underrated.
What? Ow, my
Yeah,
ass.
True Crime Streets of LA. True Crime Streets in New York is good too,
That's-
but LA is better because you get Snoop Dogg in the game, as well. So.
Yeah.
Snoopity
If I want to play a Snoop Dogg, I'm gonna play that weird hip hop fighting game.
Def Jam.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, Def Jam.
Boy, let's go.
God.
So here's the boys now. They're going to get ice cream, and Stan thinks the ice cream looks like shit.
Ah, dude, this looks like shit.
Just
You know what it
processed
is?
shit.
This looks like shit to me. Bunch of
Look at
processed
ice cream.
gooey shit. Looks like ice cream to me.
Gooey
I know.
shit.
How about we go to the mall? Bunch of
Stan
people
really
trying
needs
sell some
to
shit.
take a little Prozac.
Okay.
Everything's shit.
Dan, what
Yeah, a
do
bunch
you
of people
wanna do?
buying shit.
Oh, I don't care. I'm cool with whatever.
And they're
The
always
best
like
part,
that too.
though, is
They're always
that-
like, "No, I'm fine. Whatever you guys want to do."
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I was going to say, Dane. That's the best part is cynical assholes who complain about everything. And then right at the end, no, that's fine. They don't have any ideas like to be brought forth to try and then make everyone happy. They just complain about everything.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've met cynical assholes in our time. So I'm just saying. I'm sure we've seen those people who constantly look for things to complain
I think we've all
about.
been cynical at one point or another.
Well, no, we're talking like to the extreme scoop where like you're constantly looking for things to complain about. And
you're right.
You know what I mean? But I think we all go through phases like that.
No,
this is them saying Stan's going to be like this permanently.
Cynical asshole.
So moving forward here,
Unless
as I
he
mentioned,
drinks Jameson.
Unless he drinks Jameson. Moving forward here now, Steamy Ravon.
Lord, I ain't never seen britches take a whooping like that.
I told you, them britches don't stand a chance. City bop, city yeah.
City bop, city yeah.
Thank you
He
so
actually
much.
thinks this
I'd
music
like
is
to,
people
bring up
shitting.
a special guest now.
Yeah, he actually
The other
thinks
night
the
I
music
was
is
chatting
people
with
shitting.
because I do.
That's
And then
awesome.
And then, of course, now he's doing a little introduction here.
Part about this.
I love Tween Wave so much. And I started chatting with this nice lady who also really liked her kids' Tween Wave music, and turns out she's a real talented artist as well. Please welcome Miss Steamy Nicks.
Look, he's got his MacBook Pro hooked in up there.
Yeah.
Wait, now, who's that lady?
That there's Steamy Nicks.
No, that's
That girl who played for Fleetwood Mac and wrote that song Landslide?
Steamy Nicks.
Yeah.
No,
Shit's
that's
her britches.
Steamy Nicks. Steamy Nicks just
Yeah,
shits
shits
her
are
britches.
britches.
And look, now they're having their shit off here. Yeah, they're having a fart out. And as you notice when they were doing
Shit
it,
off.
she was actually further on the stage, and then she got closer. And I think because she got too close, that they're starting. What was the conversation we had last week? It was with Darren. Darren's not here today, but we asked Darren if both members are farting into a microphone, would that make an echo, a farting type of
It
some
should,
sonic
yeah.
For
universe?
echo,
A fart echo, some sort of
Pretty much,
fart
yeah.
vortex.
Hard feedback.
the brown note.
Like the great bag of farts.
Yeah, exactly. Great bag of farts.
The
A great bag
true
of farts,
brown
yes.
note.
The true brown note.
The great- And then Sharon walks in. Sharon's not very happy.
Matt said Darren's not here today.
Who the hell is that woman, Randy?
What the hell are you
What the hell you're doing?
Okay,
Why
okay.
don't you leave them poor britches?
You're doing?
Great. Why don't you leave them poor britches alone?
Them britches,
Them
had
britches.
enough.
Have had enough. All right. So now Stan, he is hanging out in the diner, gonna get some food, hanging out by himself because his friends apparently, all three of them, they all got sick at the same time, and they all decided, hey, we can't hang out. So here's Stan lamenting to the waitress about that.
All alone today?
Yeah, it sucks. All my friends are sick with the flu.
Well, what can I get you?
Do you have anything on the menu that doesn't taste like shit?
A little young.
What a little jackass, man.
Why? There's nothing but shit on TV.
Right.
Video games are all shit and the world's a big
Oh,
turd.
the waitress or Stan,
Everything
you're
that
saying?
doesn't
Big
taste like shit.
Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stan is acting kind of like
Waitress
a
is
little
fine.
bit.
Insufferable little shit.
Stan's a bitch.
Stan's acting like a little bitch.
Me or my friends, and they're all
My
sick.
My friends are all
Cheese
sick
cheeseburger and
as they all
something.
get ready to walk by outside here.
They're just walking by.
Happy. All right, now Stan's gonna go
The
confront
waiter's
them.
like, I get what.
Go easy on the shit.
Go easy on the
Easy on the
shit.
shit.
I know. That feels hilarious. I thought you guys were sick.
Cart,
we'll let
really
you catch
kidding.
up
me.
with
This
the
is
top
great.
monkey.
Whoops.
Come on, Keeney.
Come on, Keeney. Come on, Keeney. So Kyle
I love
basically
Carmen
tells
Kenny
Stan,
so
look,
much.
Kyle basically tells Stan, look, man, we just wanted to go out and have fun, and we didn't want to hear anybody complaining about shit. So actually, first he tries to deny it, like, well, if I got better, and then he got better, and then we all just got together, and then he finally admits it.
Dude, you totally lied to me. No, I didn't lie to you. I was I felt better, and then the guys called and said,
Oh,
they
dude,
felt better,
don't
and where were you guys
bullshit.
going? All right, dude, we were going to the movies.
Nah.
Truth comes out.
Look, Dan, just wanted to be able
So
to go to
Kyle
the movies
goes through the whole thing, telling him, look, we don't want to hang out with you if you're going to be an asshole. And Stan's like, look, I won't be that way. So they're like, okay, fine. You can come with us to the movies. So here we are now at the movie theater.
movie trailers.
Adam Sandler is Jack. Adam Sandler is Jill.
God, dude, you said you wouldn't say everything looks like shit. Sorry if I see things for what they are. Okay.
Adam Sandler, and fuck you, give us money.
Adam Sandler shits in your eyes, ears, and mouth.
Whatever.
Adam Sandler in rated R for
that's
pirates. Fuck you.
Say that looks
You're doing it again.
That looks pretty good.
What, dude? It's just a new Adam Sandler movie.
All right.
That looked pretty good to me.
Here's the next trailer with Jim Carrey and penguins.
Jim Carrey has a bunch of turds in his apartment.
Dan, knock it off. But it's just crap. No, they're penguins. Stop it.
It's Jim Carrey in whatever. You'll pay to go see it. Fuck you.
Fuck you. You'll pay to see it.
The president is a duck.
That's right. And as Vernola mentioned at the top,
By the way,
as Vernola mentioned at the top of the show, here's
animation on the shit coming out of the dog is great.
okay. As Joe Vernola mentioned at the top of the show, here's the fucking clip.
The president of the United States is
Matt, I think we're all
duck.
coming on a delay for you.
A duck is president, and the whole country is going to the dogs. Or whatever, the president is a dog. Who cares? Coming
There you
June
go.
something.
Coming June something. Fuck you. You'll see it anyway.
Fuck you.
It's spelled out in shit.
In shit. It's spelled out in shit.
Dude, wait, I'm sorry.
And then, of course, the boys are like, dude, we're done. Gotcha. You suck, dude.
No, Kyle's right. You suck, dude.
Hey, a fun fact here. Let's go back.
Man,
for a second.
and like they already paid for everything. They got snacks too.
Yeah, at least take the shit you paid for.
I'm telling you, that's like $40 a piece minimum. Except in Canada, Joe Moran gets to go see movies for free because of the government.
Oh no, I still have to.
I just want to.
Oh, that's right. You
I
guys
just
have to pay a tax. 15 cents for a movie, 10 cents for the popcorn.
I just wanted to point out here. I thought it was interesting. If you look here in the background, the guy wearing the teal and orange shirt, I think that might have been the avatar body I used for Vernola in the past. That outfit. I just thought that was interesting. SMB South Park review. Fun fact. Here's Stan and Kyle outside.
We are everywhere.
And Kyle turns into a piece of shit because basically Kyle
Oh my
tells him,
God.
look,
not-
I can't basically be friends with you if you're going to be this way anymore. And now Stan starts to see Kyle like shit.
This is the giant turd.
Don't get it, Sharon. You never have. And that's supposed to be my fault?
Yes, it is.
So here's how this first half of this episode, here's how the first half of this story arc breaks up here as we get to the end of the episode here. Randy and Sharon are fighting, and they're going to come to the conclusion that every week it's just the same shit each week. Week after week, everything just resets and nothing changes. So they decide to get a divorce. Right before that, though, these guys are going to come in here and they're going to save the britches.
Aw.
What do you suppose is going on in there?
Sounds
Boo.
like Steamy Ray Vaughan is going at it with his wife over steamy necks.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Sure you want to do this?
We got to now. They're fighting
We
for our
got
best
to.
chance to save them britches.
You
Save
do this
them
all the
britches.
time. First, you're
Save
against
them
the
britches.
baseball fight.
Now-
Then you need
Love this part.
Now here they are arguing.
to play Warcraft. Then you gotta be a
You just see these guys in the
Why can't you
background.
ever
They're
just
just sneaking in here as they go in and try and grab the britches.
Casually just climbing in, yeah. Got to save them britches.
Support me!
Port what? Another stupid
Yeah,
dream
between
of
them and the
yours?
underpants
Face it,
gnomes, no
Sharon,
one's
our
gonna have
son turned
anything.
10 and you feel old.
You're right,
What
exactly.
does
If there's no
our son turning
underpants
10 have to do with
underpants
you?
or pants in general, you are going to just be walking around birthday suiting all day. Let it all hang out, Becker style.
Oh no!
Birthday
Everyone,
shooting, tugboating, scum,
Dang
scum.
they stole all
Donald
the
Duckin.
clothes.
That's what happens.
Just walk around Donald Duckin, shirt on, no pants.
The
That's what
Donald
happens
Duck meme where he just has like a massive bone. So good.
That's what happens at Casa de Becker.
Scum.
So
Casa de
here's,
me.
that's right. Here's them.
How much longer can we keep doing this? It's like the same shit just happens over and over, and then in a week it just all resets until it happens again.
Like you're
Every
on a
week
show.
it's kind of the same story in a different way, but it just keeps getting
Come
more
on,
and more
Bridges.
ridiculous.
Set you free.
Come on, Bridges. We're setting you free. I don't know if I've changed or you have. I just feel like I might not have a whole lot of time left, and I want to enjoy
So
it.
they come to the
I want to
conclusion
enjoy
that
it too, but
they each see each other like shit.
Uh-oh.
you just seem kind of shit.
Kinda seem shitty to me,
too.
You kind of seem
There it
shitty
Yeah,
to me,
you
too.
kind of seem shitty to the. All right, so then here's what's going to happen. There's going to be a montage coming up now. I'm not going to play the music because this is legitimately copyright. Fleetwood Mac's Landslide plays. As Kyle comes upon a despondent Stan but walks away without saying anything. Sharon and Shelly pick up the kitchen. Real estate agent puts up the Marsh home for sale. Randy drives a U-Haul way and looks back wistfully. Sharon and the children unpack boxes in the new apartment. The police recover Randy's britches from the weeping farmers. And Kyle and Cartman share a smile while playing Xbox together. And the song ends as Stan lies alone on his new bed and the credits roll in silence. So we'll play a little bit of the montage here as far as the video portion of it. Like I said, I don't want to get hit for copyright itself. Because people do grow apart. Took a time.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks seems like Stevie Nicks seems like the time. Yeah.
Keep talking. I mean,
She
it's
seems
fine.
like the type that would
Keep
sue,
talking.
so yeah, I probably wouldn't play it.
Yeah, you can keep talking. It's fine. We're just showing the montage here. Here's Stan at Stark's Pond.
Here
He
it's
sees the
Stevie
flowers
Rick.
as shit. He sees bees as shit. They're packing up their shit. They leave their house.
Flowers are shit.
Shippy. The goddamn
Randy
shippies.
Stan's now at his new apartment, condo, or whatever it is, because as you're going
Even
to
the roof
point
looks
out
like
here,
shit.
everyone at school looks like shit. The cops then
Kids look
stop
like
the
shit.
britches
Everybody
guy.
just
They
looks
were
like
the,
a turd.
they're the underpants gnome. They're the new underpants gnomes. They got caught. Here's Stan and Kyle. They're playing Xbox. They're going to smile. And then it ends here with Stan just walking through town. He sees a duck. The duck poops in his face after it opens his mouth and quacks at him. Quack, quack. And then shit comes out his mouth and all over Stan. And it ends here with
Spray.
it ends here with Stan lying in bed. What we'll do right now is because we are live, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back on the other side with more SMB, a South Park review.
Subscribe to Suck My Balls, a South Park review on Spotify, Apple's, iTunes, anywhere you want to download a podcast, just type that in, subscribe to our feed, and you'll get the latest, greatest episode each and every week. You can also listen to us on YouTube and go back and watch some videos or any of our library. It's all there. Suck My Balls, South Park review.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back now on the other side. Once again, shout out to our sponsors provided by Spreaker. You can check them out by going to the official Spreaker app, downloading our podcast. We get more revenue if you choose to download the podcast that way. But otherwise, like and subscribe however which way you feel. Linktr.ee.
That is Italian, so they call it protection money, actually.
Linktr.ee/SouthParkPod for all of our landing pages. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching it right here on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, It has been 3 long months, but he has returned. I finally don't have to say I'm going to do my best. No, we're getting the best. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. The 2022 Red Rocks Day 1 South Park Trivia Champion. He is a trivia... God.
I don't know if I deserve all that, but let's jump right into this. Diane and Kyle break off their friendship, but unlike other times, they do not make up by the end of this episode. However, they do make up by the end of the next part, which is the next episode. Kenny is unhooded at Stan's party. This is, of course, the first time we have seen Kenny unaltered and unobscured since the losing edge. Sharon explains how shit just keeps happening over and over and then all resets. For you literature nerds, you know that this plot device is called Deus Ex Machina. Or if you played the game Deus Ex, you know it too. When the news reports... Yeah, it really was. When the news reports... Sorry. When the news report speaks about Tweenwave, the network is CNN and is not altered as the series usually does. Stan's mobile operator is singular spelled with an S, which is a parody of the defunct mobile company singular spelled with a C, which was absorbed by AT&T. All the boys have an iPod Touch or iPhone, except for Kenny's poor ass, who has an iPod Shuffle. And as we noted in the beginning of this episode, every time someone else gets a present, Cartman gets one too, or he gets a little upset, according to Leanne.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was your trivia with Joe Vernola. Now, it's time. It's time for some pop culture with Dane.
Various bands and their music are parodied in this episode, Matthew. First is Landslide, released by Fleetwood Mac, featuring Stevie Nicks from the 1975 album Rumors. Next is Every Breath You Take, released by The Police, featuring Sting in the 1983 album Synchronicity. Bob Dylan's music is satirized in The Doctor's Office. I thought it was just played outright, but whatever. Randy Marsh's Tweenwave name, Steamy Ray Vaughan, is a parody of blues guitarist Fats Domino. No, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Randy performs with a woman calling herself Steamy Nicks. This is a parody, of course, of singer Celine Dion. There are a few references to modern-day pop and R&B artists in Randy's room at the time he tried to get into Tweenwave. The cover of Grsplush's album, titled Behold, is a take on the album Scream by pop rock band Tokyo Hotaru.
I didn't know that.
It seemed kind of racist. There's a visible poster in Randy's room that says Bruno Saturn. The name and logo text parodies real pop musician and gambling addict Bruno Mars.
Guy got caught sniffing yayo in a casino bathroom.
Yep.
Oh, we've all been there, Joe Vernola. The boys are playing L.A. Noire on Xbox. Everyone enjoys it except for Stan, hater. When Randy performs on stage, there's a Custer's Revenge arcade machine in the background, although never released in arcade cabinet form. This was an early video game, infamous for its offensive content. It was actually a pornographic game that came in a velvety red cover. A similar cabinet was also seen in Guitar Queero. At the Bayou Cinema, the posters and marquee advertised the film X-Men First Class, which was released 5 days before this episode originally aired. Carmen gets a Ben 10 wrist rocket toy, which is, of course, a parody of the Omni Chicks from the Ben 10 series. Pretty good to start off with, but then it just got crazy because then he could turn into like a million aliens, or it just became like Ben 1,000,000. And then like all the fun was out of it because it's not even Ben 10 anymore, it's just Pokemon. But I like the producer of Ben 10. His name is Action Man. He's never given out his real name. Very weird. Various real movies are satirized in this episode. All of the following fake trailers can also be heard in South Park: The Stick of Truth, while exploring the Bayou Cinema. Matt, those are going to be Mr. Popper's Penguins, Jack and Jill, and my favorite Oscar contender of the decade, Kevin James, the Zookeeper. Matt, what you got for us?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is your pop culture. Also, one more thing to add on, of course, if you'd like more information on Custer's Revenge, you can go ahead and check out the Angry Video Game Nerd Review on YouTube. Go check out Custer's Revenge.
He fucks natives.
He does. He does. He's right. He's right. That's what happens. That's the game. That's the game. Here's some controversy surrounding this episode. This episode caused a large uproar amongst fans. There were thousands of tweets about whether this would be the last episode of South Park, as many felt as the ending seemed like the show was being written into its conclusion. However, the air dates for the next 7 episodes were already announced on their website, and Matt Stone and Trey Parker then stated their intentions, of course, were to continue the show. Last couple things here of continuity. Duck President returns in Asperger's, and Obama wins later, which is in season 16. Randy and Sharon reveal they are not happy together and divorce. This is the second time this has happened, of course, the first being in the episode Clubhouses. As permanent as initially seems the episode, they work it out in the next episode. We'll find out. After the first episode in the season, Human Sentai Pan, it seemed that Leanne Cartman had stopped coddling her son, remember? As far as not buying him an iPad. How longer that was no longer the case in this episode, as she bought him birthday presents on Stan's birthday. When Sharon talks, and I think even Joe kind of brought that up too, like, how far along are we? Is she still being a fucking little bitch? Yeah, she kind of reverted back for a while. She's jumping back and forth. Sharon
My
talks.
boyfriend abused.
Yeah, exactly. Sharon talks about Randy getting into baseball fights, obsessing over World of Warcraft, and becoming a chef. Those are references to The Losing Edge, Make Love Not Warcraft, and Crayfish.
Cafeteria fish.
This is the second.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, why'd you react like you were on like terrestrial radio?
Fuck yeah. Because I thought Matt was going to kill me for interrupting.
No, you're fine. Then when this is the second episode to feature a cliffhanger that would be revealed months later. The first, of course, was Cartman's mom is a dirty slut from the season 1 finale. Last 4 things. This is the only episode when Cartman and Kyle have seemed to get along throughout their entire episode, despite the many years of constant conflict and hostility between each other. And they will, of course, will get along later in midst of episodes. The game Thirst for Blood can be seen. Thirst for Blood can be seen in the arcade form at the pizza party. Thirst for Blood was, of course, played on the Okama Game Sphere back in Tally.
Hey, maybe we better do a towel call. That's a towel call? You want to get high?
This is the second time the credits have been rolled in silence. The first time being in the episode Free Wilsiak. It's still funny. And finally,
It's still funny.
This is Sheila's only speaking appearance in all of season 15. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your full recap, your pop culture, your trivia, your continuity, a little bit of controversy. Canada Joe Morin, tell us what you liked and what you didn't like about this episode as our guest today.
I mean, just the references to getting older and things sounding like shit, things being like shit. I mean, it's pretty accurate. I mean, as I think I might actually be the oldest guy here, but I could definitely vouch for that. That does happen. So, yeah, I mean, it's I've said this before, too, that this is probably in my top 10 favorite episodes, and I think there's about 50 episodes in that top 10 now.
Fair enough.
Same with mine.
Let's move on to Scoop. Scoop, what did you like or dislike about this episode?
Oh man, what was my favorite part when fuck, my high ass bitch forgot. Shit.
What about your least favorite part?
Yeah, well, your least favorite.
There wasn't really too much to not like about this episode, you know? When Sharon comes busting in on Randy shitting in the microphone with another woman, that always kind of just gets my giblets. It's pretty funny because it's like if I walked in on a bar and I see my significant other shitting into a microphone, the opposite of another person shitting into the microphone, I'm gonna have some serious questions afterward.
Preach it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. How about Becker? What did you think about this episode?
Well. Welcome to Dane Becker's ups and downs. My ups on this episode, kind of everything. Meta commentary. I think we talked about in the Lost Media episode when we covered this. Is that my opinion? Lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I mean the meta stuff.
God,
right?
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of South Park, especially in the later years, trade channels just his current life through it. Like you saw in the pandemic, you got a lot more depression, a lot more isolation, but also a lot more board games because obviously just Trey really aggressively got into board games during that time. So in this area, it's like, yeah, Trey's getting old. And there's even episodes around this time where it's like, remember later on, it's like, oh, honey, you're getting old and you want to play war games and your dick don't work as good. It's like, oh, poor guy. But like, yeah, I can see the cynicism. I think that's the best part. And this whole arc is really good. A lot of people were disappointed by the way it ends, but I was very happy because I was quite scared when this episode came out. I was like, oh no, South Park is forever changed.
Vernola, what did you think about this episode, sir?
There wasn't a lot that I disliked about it, and I'm not gonna start repeating things that the other guys said that they liked with the episode, but I will say this. I absolutely fucking hate Fleetwood Mac. So their choice of Stevie Nicks as Steamy Nicks is just...
Mwah.
What the fuck did you just say, Joe, about Fleetwood Mac? Fleetwood Mac?
Sounds like a bunch of shit.
You fucking hurt the man. He didn't stutter.
Dane's about to be like, Mister?
Preach it, Joe. Stand out there and you say it, bro.
You listen to me, boy.
We don't take kindly to people who hate rumors.
That's exactly.
Here.
That's what I was going.
Absolutely not. Let me talk to you, Joseph Vernola. Rumors is one of the greatest albums of all time, and I saw Stevie Nicks in concert within the last 6 months, and she's 97 and still gorgeous, still singing, still telling stories about doing mountains of cocaine. She's a queen. She's an icon. She's a goddess. And if you ever shit on Fleetwood Mac again, I swear to God, I'll give you a hefty and hearty handshake, sir.
Dane's all like,
hefty and hearty.
Dane's all like, Mister, you need to take your gay porn and get the hell out of here.
Hell out of my
son of a bitch.
Fuck out of here.
Son of a bitch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we go today, we got one of our favorite, one of the top fans, Adelaide, sent us a message. Got a couple messages.
Hey.
Adelaide says, this isn't referring to the Crack Baby athletic episode. Oh my God, why do these crack babies look so strong and angry with their beanies? And Cartman knows how to speak Kyle. He only said $1,000 in 11 days and Kyle was hooked. Interesting how Kyle would be enticed by bacon, something he's supposed to avoid. But I mean, imagine pancake wrapped sticks of bacon with the dipping sauce or syrup. I agree. And Cartman writes the rules down. Wow, it's interesting how we're seeing his relationship with Kyle start to bloom down a new avenue as we transition to a new arc. That's a good point too. In Crack Baby Athletic Association, even though there was some discontent between Cartman and Kyle, there is some more of a relationship forming there. And then, of course, they end it with Scoop's favorite line, athletes. That's what Adelaide says to end that. And then... Athletes. And Adelaide also sent us one more message this last Thursday, just as a funny haha. Slash was at the Oscars. He's everywhere and still getting it.
He is real, you guys.
He is real, you guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another edition of SMB, a South Park Review. We got through it. All 5 of us, live, direct, right here on YouTube. And this episode won't be lost. You'll be able to listen to it. But we're going to come back next week with part 2 of this arc, Asperger's. Now that Stan and Kyle aren't friends, Stan starts hitting the bottle. Cartman decides to start his own burger business, and it has to do with his farts. It's coming up next week on another edition of SMB, a South Park Review.
South Park Review.